The United Nations arms embargo on the Central African Republic expires on January the 31st. Thousands of people in the capital this week are asking the Security Council not to extend it for another year. They say another extension will not allow the Central African Armed Forces, known as the C.A.R, to defend the population against militia fighting for control in around 80% of the country.
Every year, the United Nations Security Council has extended the arms embargo on the Central African Republic that has been in place since 2013 in order to stabilize the troubled country. It is due to expire on January the 31st, and thousands of people in the capital, Bangui, are calling for the arms ban to be lifted. The country's Prime Minister, Simply Sarangi, says he will take the demonstrators' petition to the head of the government, President Faustin Tudera.
There is a lock that needs to be opened. What is that lock? It's the one that is impacting our security forces. The humanity that defines the international community has to lead them to pay attention to the call from the heart of the people of Central Africa.
The president pleaded last September at the United Nations General Assembly for a total lifting of the embargo, saying he wanted his country's forces to work alongside the UN's multi-dimensional integrated stabilization mission in C.A.R. in securing the peace.
I am angry for my country. We want the immediate lift of the arms embargo to give power to our armed forces to start working on bringing peace to our country.
Rebels and militia in C.A.R. control about 80% of the country. Last week, some 14 militia leaders sat for peace talks with representatives of the C.A.R. government in the Sudan capital, Khartoum, under the auspices of the African Union. The violence started when mainly Muslim Seleka rebels ousted then-President Francois Bozize, prompting reprisals from mostly Christian militia. The UN Security Council granted Russia an exemption to Central African Republic's arms embargo to allow it to provide light arms to government forces and send military and civilian instructors to train them. But Paris is worried about the increased Russian military presence that France believes could undermine peace efforts. Under the UN arms embargo, weapons shipments must be approved by the UN Security Council C.A.R. Sanctions Committee, made up of the Council's 15 members, including France and Russia.
Finally, on the program, South Sudan football teams tackled each other in fierce competition, while also sharing messages of peace and unity with hundreds of fans. The exhibition match was the highlight of National Unity Day celebrations, which focused on promoting peace in Africa's youngest country. Take a look.
Football teams in South Sudan recently came together to participate in a rare tournament meant to promote peace in the country. The under-23 South Sudan A and B football teams tackled each other in fierce competition, while hundreds of fans watched the match at a field in Juba. The exhibition match was the highlight of National Unity Day celebrations, which focused on social cohesion at a critical time in the country's peace process.
I pray to the people of South Sudan that it is time to forgive. We need to forgive each other. We are one nation. We are the same people. Let's forget about the past. We look at the future, because when I look at our country, it has a future. It's a bright future. But if only we can forgive for one another, then this country will grow more to be a better place for everyone to come in all over the world. They'll come here and have fun, and every time they go back home, they say, wow, South Sudan is a beautiful place.
The event, sponsored by the government of South Sudan and its partners, also featured performances by famous South Sudanese musician Emmanuel Kembe and other acts. South Sudanese President Salva Kiir signed a peace agreement with rebel factions in September to end the civil war that erupted in 2013. Previous peace deals have quickly fallen apart.
The power and benefits of sports in uniting people are tremendous. Sports and national unity are close friends and always navigate together. Sports bring people together across culture, language, gender, and social class. Its popularity and universality make it uniquely placed to reach socially isolated or hard-to-reach groups.
The United Nations mission in South Sudan, UNMISS, and the international community are supporting peace-building efforts around the country. However, concerns remain about the slow progress in implementing the agreement.